What's up, Queens? HB Queen here. First of all, I want to say I know I look freaking crappy. It's 6:27 a.m. I'm going to my lover's house today, so if I come over and I'm exhausted, I'm sorry. I had 3 anxiety attacks last night. Or this morning, whatever. I had a night terror, and then my insomnia came in. So I had one also. One of the anxiety attacks was after the night terror, which sucks because it's so real. Like, you know how nightmares feel so real? Imagine waking up and find out you had moved. Like, the nightmare had happened, and then you wake up and realize it's not. 1, you're relieved. 2, then you have a panic attack if you have, or anxiety attack and a panic attack. 3, there's a freaking dog. My dog's down here. He's never down here in the basement with me, but my mom and my sister are upstairs sleeping. My mom she's sick. I don't know what she has yet. Not too sick, but I want to leave her alone. So I have to wear glasses right now because I don't have contacts in. And, yeah, I'll probably have to put my contacts on. Anyways, actually, I can sleep with my contacts in. So I rarely ever take mine out. But last night, they were getting irritated. My eyes were getting irritated from the contacts. So I didn't take them out for 3 weeks. So I'm like, I'm gonna take them out now. So I'm wearing one of my old piece of shit glasses. And there is Instagram. Stop texting me! Fuck you. Come here. Come here. You want to watch this with me? My dog's in here. Come here, show your face. Show your cute little face. Oh, he's beautiful. He's mine. We all have our own dog. But he's my boy. Anyways, so I've been addicted to animation videos, YouTube channels or whatever. But there's 2 I love, Jaden Animations, who I might react to her later if you want, and TheOdds1Out. And right now we're going to react to movies I thought were weird by the Odd Ones Out language. No, my language wording I can't word. I'm sorry. But I'm going to quickly get some videos in because I haven't recorded much because I try and then I'm like, you know what, I don't like this, so I redo it. Hello, baby. Hey, little child. 1, I do not own this. 2, I'm distracted by my boy. The face, his fur is usually mingly and long, but when it's not, you can see his eyes. His eyes, you can see his eyelashes, which are really long, his beautiful face. He's a beautiful dog. Baby. Sorry, I just love him. Anyways, too close to my ugly ass face. I am wearing a tank top, and oh my god, go away, and sweatpants because I was trying to be a little comfy last night, but you know, that doesn't matter because I still can't sleep. I did the middle finger and a gun, because you know what, I need to just die sometimes. I just am so tired, but I did get sleep the night before. Yesterday I got enough sleep. The day before I got all sleep. And then the day before that I got enough. But now it's just back in the normal ritual, am I right? Anyways, I'm going to do this. 3, 2, 1.
Do you all remember that classic kids movie made in the 70s about a pig and a spider? Yeah, Charlotte's Web? Remember how it made us a lot of money? I mean, remember how it ended on a cliffhanger? What was he talking about? I think it was a cliffhanger. I didn't know. No. Yeah, big cliffhanger! It's been 30 years! Everyone wants to know what happened to that spider! The spider died, Ethan. Oh, I didn't watch it. But you got one thing right. Everyone is wondering what happened next. The first movie wasn't satisfying enough. America needs a sequel. Who would watch that? And then 3 years later, we can make a live-action version. Now you're speaking my language, Ethan. Everyone else, you're fired. For some reason, movie producers and showrunners think that kids are stupid and don't know what good content is. They probably think that as long as a kid's show is a cartoon and it's moving, they'll love it. Well, here's the truth, Hollywood. The cartoons don't have to move. But you do need to write likable characters and a plot that actually makes sense. The only people who know what kids like these days are YouTubers. Am I right, fellow youths? Hashtag let Pokemon go to the polls. I thought I had pretty low standards as a kid. But sometimes I'd be watching a show and even I'd think, this is weird. Why does this need to exist? Why are the animals singing? One of my favorite shows growing up was Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've actually been rewatching some of the episodes while I work on videos, not because I enjoy it this time, but because it's good background noise and sometimes the show will say something that's so stupid it's good.
Mokuba, what do I always tell you? If at first you don't succeed, blast them with your blue eyes again!
Anyway, because I'm an adult, I bought and framed 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And dang it, these cards are too small to even fit in the frame. I don't even know why I liked Yu-Gi-Oh so much. It was basically just anime characters playing the exact same card game over and over. Yu-Gi-Oh would be losing, he would give a speech about friendship or the heart of the cards, and then he would draw the Yu-Gi-Oh must-win card. And most of the time, he wouldn't even play by the rules. And then rinse and repeat that formula for 200 more episodes and 4 spin-offs, and you got yourself a successful anime. I think Yu-Gi-Oh was the first sign that gaming channels were going to be a thing. Kids just love watching other people play games. Because they suck at them. Okay, enough about Japanese cartoons. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Was able to keep my hyperactive attention span engaged, then what TV shows did I think were weird, even as a kid? Keep in mind that these opinions are coming from someone who thought the Star Wars prequels were good. So, Misa, take it with a grain of salt. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. To be fair, I
have to admit, I never watched Star Wars. I never, liked it. I never really think... I don't think there's a point. What is the point of Star Wars? I don't like Star Wars. If you like it, don't hate me, but it is what it is. I never liked Star Wars. I never cared enough about it. I never even liked it. What is it? The order was, for one, confused me way too much. I never thought about trying to figure it out either, because I'm never gonna figure it out. It's like me with a life. When am I gonna get a life? I'm not even gonna try to get one, because it's gonna be difficult, so... Sorry.
Seen a single episode of TMNT. From what I hear, it's a good series, but just the concept by itself was enough for my kid brain to think, this show is silly and I'm not gonna watch it. Come on. Ninja Turtles? That's a little weird, seeing that turtles are slow and aren't very maneuverable.
Oh, I'm a turtle and I can't get up!
They're mutants? Okay, I guess that makes sense. And they're teenagers? Teenagers are mean to me. This is where I draw the line. Those are 3 adjectives that don't belong in a sentence together. And they're named after famous Renaissance artists? Why don't you just give them normal turtle names like Sheldon? Whatever. Let's go watch a real show about Japanese people playing card games. I used to think that the Powerpuff Girls was a girly TV show, and so I never watched it. But then the show got rebooted, and everyone on the internet was saying how much they used to love the original, and all I could think was, man, if only I wasn't a sexist baby. Do you guys remember Zaboomafoo? Zaboomafoo was this show on PBS Kids where a lemur and these 2 brothers named the Crap Brothers would teach kids all about wild animals. I always thought that the 2 brothers were named the Crap Brothers, and I only just learned their real names right now when I looked up how to spell Zaboomafoo. Also, they have a website, and it looks like this. Anyway, one of the episodes was all about eggs. The Crap Brothers talked all about the different kinds of eggs animals lay, and then the lemur asks,
what's it like to be in an egg?
And then one of the Crap Brothers just appears in a giant egg and says, it's pretty squishy and gooey in here. And he brought a pizza with him.
Pizza!
I watched that episode as a kid and had 2 questions. 1, how do you get inside the egg? And 2, what laid him? The more I thought about it, the weirder I felt. This is how fetishes start, PBS. Can you believe my brother is inside this egg? Now, when I think back to movies I thought were weird as a kid, the first thing that comes to mind were those freaking American Mousetail ones. They're about these mice trying to immigrate to America. Good luck doing a 2017 reboot. Dirty mouse-lums. Also, I have to talk about all those bad Disney sequels. They're all bad. Don't tell me, oh, I thought The Little Mermaid 2 was alright. No, they're all bad. My least favorite one was The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. I remember one time I watched both movies back to back, and just having seen the first movie, and then seeing the opening scene in the second one, I thought, what is this? This should be called The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I know those Disney sequels were just an easy way for Hollywood to make money, but think about how much more money they could have made if they just made good sequels. There was this one movie called Quest for Camelot, and as a kid, I liked this movie. It wasn't on my top 10, but it was alright. There was this one griffin who I thought looked cool and had a funny voice.
Precisely.
However, there's one part in the movie, and if you've already seen this movie, you probably know what I'm going to talk about, where a two-headed dragon sings a song about wanting to be separated from the other dragon. There's a lot of things wrong with this song. I don't want to go too in-depth, but at one part they dress up as Cher and Elvis for some reason. Except kids who watch this are too young to know or care about these people, and any adults watching this with their kids are just thinking, this is uncomfortable. Keep in mind that it takes a team of people to animate something like this. This song had to go through multiple, well-paid professional songwriter people, and they all had to look at the scripts and go, yeah, this is definitely a good idea. The last movie that I suppressed was Charlotte's Web 2. Wilbur's Great Adventure. I don't think enough people are talking about this movie. I thought the first one was a classic story about a pig who cheats death because a nerd spider took pity on him. Also, I just want to talk about this one scene in the first movie where Wilbur found out the farmers are going to kill him, so he started crying, I don't want to die. I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I know this pig isn't even real, but that scene was the closest thing to turning me vegan. The sequel is exactly what you'd expect from a sequel made 30 years after the original to be. They did change the character design a lot. I guess all these celebrities are still doing plastic surgery. Look what they made Charlotte look like in the sequel. The reason I bring up this movie is because of a scene towards the end. So this one character just can't fit in with all the other farm animals. He's a black sheep. Literally, they made him a black sheep. He was doomed to be an outcast from the start. And then a fox has a musical number, attacks the farm, and then goes after the black sheep. The other white meat. But he doesn't kill and eat the black sheep right there, no. Instead, he kidnaps, or sheep-naps, the sheep and takes him to an abandoned house, as any fox would do. And then, I don't know if I'm interpreting this the wrong way, but watching this scene, I was picking up some creepy, non-advertiser-friendly vibes. The fox is basically telling the sheep, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat ya. I'm gonna eat ya, oh yeah. I'm gonna put you in my mouth. Just eat him already! Stop licking your lips! Look what he does with his tail, and tell me you're not picking up some sexual tension. There's even a part where the sheep started to run away, but then the fox dragged him back down. Where do you think you're going, sheep boy? I'm going to be a furry. If you're weirded out by this, don't worry, I was too. And also, we're all done. Those are all the movies and shows that weren't too far suppressed down for me to tell you about. I asked a friend what movies weirded them out as a kid, and they said The Hunchback of Notre Dame. What are you talking about? That was a great movie. Get on my level, scrub. I used to watch foxes seduce their meals before they vored them. Were there any movies or TV shows that weirded you out as a kid? Write it down in a journal and give it to your parents and blame them for letting you watch television. Okay, so I got some Christmas merch up in the merch store, so if you want to support the channel, that'd be...
I do have one of his merches, though. Somewhere in my closet, like from a couple years, I don't even know. It's hidden in my closet somewhere. I'd have to find it to show you all. But I have bought, like, their merch from my mom's permission, of course. Because back then, when I watched these guys before, like, I'm back into a lot of my old YouTubers. But now, like, before, I had, like, a lot of my YouTubers I watch now, I used to watch before, and I grew out of, and now I'm into again. But, he was one of them. Not Jane Animations, of course, I don't have anything of hers. I do have a couple things of Drake Mustafa. Shane Dawson, I have 2 of his shirts. I love his merch, it's just funny. But, I did have one of his things from early on when I liked him before I got out of it, and now I'm liking him again. Whoa, my life. I do have, 2 things, actually 3 things, but 2 merches from Tom Sanders, and then a Virgil jacket I'm working on to look like the new Virgil jacket. Here, I'll, hold on. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the Virgil jacket I'm working on right now. It's, in one of the scenes, this is, like, the second episode, the second thing I've watched. I haven't watched through, but I have seen, so on, I can't remember what, I've seen the Christmas caroling one, like, halfway through. but I didn't see them singing because they were about to sing a song or something. I don't know, but I didn't want to see that. I'm like, I could record a video of that, so I will do that in a second. But I have seen another episode a little bit, and it was on them all getting, like, at the end, I seen, like, it was a clip, kind of, because someone, had posted on YouTube or something how cute Virgil was, and this was in it, so I went to go see it. It was already clips I've seen, by the way, so, I don't mind spoilers as much. Like, I don't really care if you spoil at me. Like, go ahead, like, spoil me. Like, no, not like that. But, like, if I don't know something, and you're like, oh, I won't spoil you, I'm like, spoiler alert! Don't tell me, and just spoil it for me. Because I don't really care, to be honest. Only reason I would care, I'm like, oh, I could, if I think right away, or if I think later on, or early on, or whatever, I could make a YouTube video on this. I'm not gonna, like, let you spoil it, but other than that, I will stop you and be like, oh wait, I can do something with this, I can use that on my YouTube channel, or whatever. But I am working on this. I can make cosplays. If you didn't know, I make my own cosplays, and I'm making a Virgil one, and I'm not dyeing my hair because my mom will not let me. She's like, you cannot dye your freaking hair. I'm like, fuck you, Mom. She doesn't think that blackish, brownish, and purple or whatever is a good hair color. I'm like, she's like, it's too emo. I'm like, I'm dead inside, Mom. But I love Virgil, to be honest. He's my favorite character. All of them are, the other three are my, like, tied for second. All the rest are tied for second. Deceit's tied for third. But Virgil is my first favorite. Like, I adore him. Yes, people say it's wrong to love Virgil sometimes. Like, I've been on Amino, people are like, who's your favorite? And I chose Virgil. And they're like, why the hell do you choose Virgil? I'm like, look at him and tell me you can't fucking see how sexy this man is. Like, him as Virgil, like, I love Thomas, he's already sexy enough. But then I look at him and I'm like, and then I see Virgil, him as Virgil, I'm like, by the way, yes, I have seen a clip of them all, like a YouTube video thing of all them showing their names. So, yes, I know all their names, by the way. So, I've known it for a while. Anyways, that cuts it for the video. I will maybe show this video later. This jacket later in a different video. But anyways, remember, I do not own this or anything. I do not own this picture either. This is just amazing. Joan and Talon apparently made that. I love them. They're adorable. Talon's cute, little adorable bird. I don't know. But if you guys stay awesome, be yourself, be a king, queen, be a royal, and you know what? That's what you guys are going to be called. Because I've been thinking of calling you royals. Because, you know, there's some people who aren't a king or a queen. Some people who are either, both, whatever. So I'm going to call you royals. And my dogs are getting to something, so I'm going to check. But seriously, I love you guys. Peace.